Okay, let's do some post analysis. If you remember yesterday, price was somewhere around here, and I was looking like, okay, I'm anticipating price to keep going high, though still looking for some retracement before continuing the bullish momentum, printing higher, higher, higher low. But don't forget, the market will do what it wants to do. The beauty of it is that we have to position ourselves in a way that we are in the direction the market wants to go. With that being said, it was obvious that the market was on its retracement leg because if you look very well using the pattern method, which has been printing success as in beautifully for some days now, this is the right shoulder, left shoulder, and the head, which is an inverted head and shoulder pattern. With that being said, if we get a bullish breach above here, we anticipate price to do what? Travel at least a little bit. But if you look closely, which is why I was still very careful with taking any buys. You see how these bullish candles were printing very weak. So once this was a 2 o'clock candle, once this printed beautifully, I was like, whoa. So this was it was all bullish till this point. So I was like, okay, if this closes high like this, I'm not going to take anything again. That means that price had printed beautifully. Anything could happen after weak successful bullish candles. Then the unexpected happened. It turned bearish with a very long top wick. This is an indication for some people that price wants to come down. Some will call it the tweezer top pattern and all you got. That price wants to come down. Some would have entered their sell position here or around here, yeah, expecting that price. This is, let me represent this how it will show on a very low time frame. Price opened here, went up, came down, and closed here. So what some people will do is they'll wait for retracement taking from the high here to this low, 50% to get to a discount or premium price somewhere around here. Then if you want it to come to 61.8, somewhere around there before price comes down. This is why you see this top wick here, because price had to come to this discount or premium where premium value before dropping, and eventually did that. So if you use your Fibonacci from here to here, you discover that price retraced to at least 61.8% here before dumping. But this is one of the exclusive secrets in reading this. But I didn't take this because it was against the trend at the moment, because the trend was bullish. We're in retracement phase. The only time sales will work out beautifully will be below this demand zone. So this is what I was looking at as at yesterday. And what happened? Price performed beautifully. As you can see, this is where I entered my first position, which is here. Okay. After price dipped, came up a little bit, which is this retracement here. This is the low that was made. Then price retraced. This is where I wanted to enter my sell. Okay, but the MetaTrader was frozen at this moment. When it regained itself, price was already here, so I placed my market execution on the spot and held it with my stop loss. Not even here, because price could also want to make a new high before dumping. So my stop loss was was quite larger in anticipation that price should do what? Continue coming down, which it eventually did. Very beautiful. Okay. Now for today, what I'm looking at for today is very simple. Okay. On the 4 hours time frame, we are in our sellers domain. But let me say this because this is where the trick comes into play. On the daily time frame, we are in buyer's territory. Okay, on the daily time frame, let me zoom this in. This is what I mean. This is the guy who started the buys going up. Okay. The previous, this was yesterday, the day before yesterday, this bearish candle closed without a bottom wick. So we've gotten our bottom wick. However, the candle closed bullish above resistance, which technically just means that price is respecting this resistance. Okay, it tapped it for us to do what? Go up to retest the high. However, the high is not far again. This is the high. The high is not far again. Unless price wants to fill this week. But you don't know how high it will go to fill this week. But this is a certain high. Okay. I think this is high that is certain. Okay. With that being said, there's probability that price will go up. Now we are in what we call a money spot. Daily is looking to go up. Okay. But if we go to the 4 hours time frame, 4 hours time frame is looking to do what? Come down. Okay. This was the guy who started the rollover. This guy continued. Now, this is another phase because this is the guy who started the sales on the 4 hours time frame. Until this guy is taken out, we are still on seller's territory on the 4 hours. However, on the daily, we're on buyer's territory. So you see how interesting the market gets sometimes. Okay. So with that being said, to be on the safe side, what I'm looking at is to be on the very safe side is look at the dump, which is an impulsive leg. Look at the retracement, which is corrective leg. So what I'm looking at is very simple. Very, very simple because price would always want to do what price wants to do. But the question is, are we positioned so that we do not go against the direction of the trend? So let me put on my drawings, show my drawings. This is the sell for yesterday and another tiny one buy here. So what I'm looking at now is to take another sell here. This is a demand zone here. So if price breaks this, takes out this demand zone, I'm expecting price to dump, but not too deep. However, if price breaks this high, I'm not going to take this buy because we're in seller's territory. If price breaks this high, it will go on. The only way buys will be good for me is the price to come above this supply zone. So this is what I'm looking at on British pound, Japanese yen. For gold, gold is performing beautifully. On the weekly time frame, what I would like to say is this. What I would like to say is this. If this week's candle closes bullish and strong bullish, I'll be anticipating the next week's candle to continue. It will even be very beautiful if this bullish candle breaks this high this week, closes something like this. That means the next week's candle should continue bullish. However, don't forget this zone here. This is a place price could react from. If this closes weak bullish and the next week's candle breaks the low and takes out this demand zone, we'll get some retracement about anticipating what further dump. So these are just the two options I'm looking at for. Continuous buys because price has retraced to our demand zone. It made a high, came down, tapped it, wants to go high. It has not officially tapped it, so price could come to tap it before turning up. No one knows. So let's just wait to see what gold wants to do. The last but not the least is Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is in a very interesting place. What do I mean? It has tapped the resistance, okay, and it has been respected. So if we get a bullish candle break and close above this resistance, we will be anticipating the next week's candle to continue clearing traffic to the left. Okay. However, if it takes this low, we are anticipating some retracement for price to continue dipping. But Hmm, I'm in favor of the buys, but I'm not taking any buy, nor am I taking any sell. This is a no trade range. Here is no trade range because price is just holding in this zone. So above here, buy, below here, sell. Okay, don't forget, do well to subscribe, hit that notification button, comment and like from your one and only Phoenix Unique. Bye for now. Baraka Bashad. Peace.